Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Play on GAA. Today is myself, Seamus Brady, giving my match review and reaction to Mayo going to Croke Park and beating Dublin by 2 goals and 11 points to Dublin's 12 points. Straight up now, alarm bells time for Dublin. I mean, Aaron from GAA Fan TV said it best. I mean, when is the right time to panic? Dublin have now lost 4 games in a row, if you want to include the semi-final against Mayo last year. And even the teams that they beat before Mayo, Kildare, Meath, Wexford, it's not exactly like massive things to be celebrating. And saying that we beat Kildare in the Leicester final, we're going to play them next week in Newbridge. I'm not the most confident that Dublin are going to win that game anymore, to be honest. For Dublin, Michael Fitzsimons was back in. Obviously, that's a plus. He's a fantastic defender, has been his entire career. Sean Bugler at wingback is one that kind of puzzles me. I know he has great potential going forward, but what about his defending? I mean, Sean Bugler, to my knowledge, has never really played defence for Dublin at any level. So why are we doing that with him now? He doesn't play defence for his club, Oliver Plunkett. So what logic? Why would you not put someone there like a Dan O'Brien? Even try run Dan O'Brien there if you want someone to attack from wing back. Dan O'Brien does that all the time for Crokes. Where's Robbie McDade? These lads that were there, why not try put them into the side? Then as well, Tom Lahiff at midfield. Again, Tom Lahiff has been outstanding for St. Jude's at wing-back. Why are you not playing Tom Lahiff at wing-back then? Tom Lahiff does not play midfield for St. Jude's. You got Shane Carney there from Naomh Marnock. You got Peadar O'Cuffig Byrne there from Coola. Why are we persisting with someone that doesn't play midfield for their club, but apparently is good enough to play midfield for County? It doesn't really make sense. He had an okay game, Lahiff, but for me, he's not the partner for Fenton. For me, it's Carty or O'Cuffig Byrne, and then Tom Lahiff would be a good fit at wing-back until McCarthy comes back. Ross McGarry, I thought, was a bright spark. He looked very, very good, but we'll go through the whole game. For Mayo, on the other hand, Dublin's excuse, or the thing that Dublin are falling back on of, Conor O'Callaghan's going to come back, James McCarthy's going to come back. That doesn't wash in this game. Mayo were missing Pádraig O'Hora. Mayo were missing Paddy Durkin. They were missing Cillian O'Connor. They were missing Owen McLaughlin. He came off the bench. Aidan O'Shea came off the bench. They were missing Tommy Conroy. This doesn't wash. Mayo were missing more players in Dublin in this game. So the fact that Mayo won this game and looked convincing is a real statement in terms of how far Dublin have fallen in such a short period of time. Right from the start of the game, it was clear that there's something up. The fact that Diarmuid O'Connor, after 12 seconds, ends up in an ocean of space in front of the Dublin goal. And if that pass, make no mistake, Jordan Flynn got his hands on the ball, played a lovely kick pass into O'Connor. It skidded to the right a bit. If that pass is on the money, Diarmuid O'Connor could go for goal. After 12 seconds, he was completely untracked. Someone just lost him. And just like that, after 12 seconds, Mayo were in front. Now, Dublin did fight back after 8 minutes. Kieran Kilkenny hit a lovely point. That made it 2 points each. And then 19 minutes, Dublin were 5 points to 4 up. Bit of a better start from Dublin for this game. And then 20 minutes, beautiful work out on the wing by Diarmuid O'Connor. He hand passes it on to Jack Carney, who's a player that I really, really like. And I think he has great potential for Mayo. Carney, powerful run from the wing, hits the shot. Comerford gets a hand to it, pushes it onto the post. It comes back off the post, hits Comerford in the head and goes into the net. And just like that, Mayo have a goal. They point straight after to make it 1-5 to 5 points. And just like that, it just changes the whole look that now Dublin are kind of getting accustomed to being beaten, and teams are definitely looking at kicking the ball in long and fast. Ross McGarry's mark and point there, crucial straight after, just to kind of settle Dublin down. And then Mayo went 12 minutes without scoring, and Dublin bring it back to level scores. Ross McGarry hit a beautiful point to make it 1-5 to Mayo, 8 points to Dublin. But then as soon as Dublin level, Mayo goes straight down the other end. Brilliant 1-2 between Ron O'Donoghue and Aidan Orme, and it ends up with Aidan Orme palming it into the net. And just like that, Mayo are back in front. This is on 31 minutes. It's Mayo 2-5, Dublin 8 points. Then half time comes around. At the start of the second half, Dublin kind of started feeling out. It was point for point. Then Lorcan O'Dell was set up for a goal chance by Sean Bugler, who got forward. O'Dell, brilliant shot by him. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic save by Rob Henley to push it over the bar. That made it 2-7 to 10 points. And then 2 points really that were the standout of the rest of the game. Both came from cornerback Michael Plunkett. He got up the field to kick 2 lovely points, one in the 51st minute and the other in the 63rd minute. His second one made it 10 to 11 points. And at that stage, it was game over. Mayo had won the game, and they really did kind of close it out with minimal fuss. Dublin never looked like they were going to catch Mayo. And then, just before the end of the game, a brilliant sideline ball in. I think it was by McLaughlin, but it was a left footer anyway. Inside, Jamin O'Connor gets his hands on the ball. He was fantastic throughout the entire game for Mayo. Brilliant performance from him. He points with the left foot. 2-11-12 points. Game, set, match. Mayo win. And yeah, brilliant start to the league for Mayo. I mean, you think they went away to Monaghan, they get the win. They go away to Dublin, they get the win. They scrapped to get that draw against Donegal on the opening day. And now they're right up at the top of the table with Armagh and Kerry, rightfully so. They've been fantastic. Dublin are the only team now in Division 1 with no points on the board. And yeah, next week for them is going to be absolutely crucial. They go away to Newbridge to play Kildare, who are going to be up for that game like nothing you've ever seen. Kildare are going to be ready. And having seen how close Kildare came to beating Tyrone, it's not looking good for Dublin. Kildare are going to be so up for that game. And Dublin just looks so flat. That game was slipping away from Dublin so clearly in front of their eyes. The movement, the running, there was just non-existent. There was no runs off the shoulder. You can visibly see in the match, Kieran Kilkenny, Michael Fitzsimons, these lads that have done it for years, pointing at players to run into space, move off the ball, do something. Where's the forward movement? And there's so many players just standing there statically, kind of waiting for Kilkenny, waiting for Fenton to just win the game on their own. They're not going to do that. Dublin's excellence was built off a system. It was built off that everyone knew their job in the team. The likes of Keane O'Sullivan, that everyone in the team knew Keane O'Sullivan's role. And Kieran Kilkenny could play those passes to the likes of Mannion, to the likes of O'Callaghan. And yes, when they come back in, Mannion won't. But when O'Callaghan comes back in and McCarthy comes back in, yeah, it will get better. But Mayo will also get better when they get all their lads back. So it's going to be a mountain for Dublin to climb if they want to even challenge, really, in my head, for the All-Ireland. They look so far off the pace. They never look like beating Kerry. They never look like beating Armagh. They never look like beating Mayo. So now going away to Kildare, it's massive for Dublin. This game is absolutely crucial. If they don't win this game against Kildare, they're down. If they can't beat Kildare, then they got Donegal, then they got Monaghan, and then they got Tyrone. Not in that order, but that's their last 3 games. I don't see us picking up enough points from them 3 games to stay up if we can't beat Kildare. So it's really, really getting serious now for Dublin. If Dublin get relegated, the pressure goes so far up on Desi Farrell, and it sets a terrible trend going into the championship. This game, I thought the performance was okay in parts, but just the movement up front was just so poor. And at the back, we looked so fragile to any kick passes going in. It genuinely looked like Mayo just looked at the Armagh game, just watched the long ball into Rian O'Neill for the first goal, and watched how he just terrorized Davy Byrne because he was left so isolated one-on-one with him inside. And it's like Mayo just thought, well, let's just do that. And within 12 seconds, they have a forward on the edge of the penalty box completely alone. So Dublin need to sharpen up. They need to change things really quickly, or we will get relegated. And it's that simple. Mayo, on the other hand, are looking the other way. They're looking towards a league title, and they look really, really good. Aidan O'Shea as well, when he came in, he did really, really good. He's coming in around the middle, which is the area that I like him for Mayo. They don't use him well at full forward at all, so they should give up the ghost with that because it doesn't work. Him around the middle as a ball winner to kind of complement, in my mind, a midfield pairing of Jack Carney and Matthew Ruan, or Jordan Flynn in for Jack Carney. But that's what I would do. Aidan O'Shea is like a third midfielder, almost at centre forward. And then, runners either side of him, a Diarmuid O'Connor on the left, and say like a McLaughlin or a Fionn McDonough or a Brian Walsh on the right. And then a full forward line, you've got the likes of Conroy, Cillian O'Connor, Ryan O'Donoghue, Aidan Orme. They look really good, Mayo. They're in a really, really good place. And yeah, I mean, it'll be very interesting to see if this is the real deal finally for Mayo, because the hype is going to be real, especially because Oisin Mullen, of course, didn't go to Australia. He started this game. He looked fantastic. He was absolutely brilliant, Oisin Mullen, throughout the entire game, at wing back as well. So yeah, Mayo look fantastic and Dublin look on the ropes. That's my review and reaction to this game. Mayo 2-11, Dublin 12 points from Croke Park. Dublin lose their 3rd game in a row. Mayo win their 2nd game in a row, and they move up to top the table with Kerry and Armagh. So, guys, that is the Play On GAA match review and reaction to this game. I hope you enjoyed. Keep an eye out for all the content over Play On GAA. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. And until the next one, guys, take care.